welcome to Area 51 Raceway. So what we're going to talk about is the Policar Formula One cars. So these are early 70, 71 through 74 cars that I have right here. So this is 1971, 1971, and 1974, the Ronnie Peterson John Player Special One car, which is the most iconic livery next to the, Martini and the Gulf, along with the Marlboro and several other ones I'm sure that somebody else can mention, and but can't say them all. So these are Policars. These are from Slot Car Corner. They range from $56 to $66 a car, depending on the livery and just the way they price them. So these cars I've actually fallen in love with. I picked up 3 just because the way they looked and the highly details they have on them. If you could see the motors on that, they look really, really detailed and really, really well done. And I like them because of the detail and just, the wheels and everything. They're just cool looking cars. And once I started running these on the track, when I first pulled them out of the box, they were stuttering a little and just kind of flopping around like fish. Well, one thing you have to do, and this is actually something that I'm doing a review with, not having to crack the car open because I don't have any tools to do that. Everything's put away. I got to wait until I move into the new location to start doing more stuff until I get set up. So I basically popped these out of the case, put them on the track, and of course they fluttered around. And what you have to do when you get these cars is very simple. Make sure your track surface is clean. That's one thing. And sometimes even after you run the car, you pick up stuff on the tires, you still need to clean them with a roller. A lint roller is a real cheap investment. And as you can see, as I've been running these, they got a little lint in them. I just run the lint roller and they handle real well. Another thing you need to do is fluff up the braids. You see the braids there, I've spread them out, and also I tipped them down a little just like that so that they're covering the full surface of the rails when the car is running down the track, because the braids are covering the whole area, because when you get them they're real thin and kind of squished together. So that's one important thing you do. Once you do that and then run them around a few laps and then clean the tires, if check them, because when they start sliding you need to clean the tires. That happens to my track. It's still, a little dust accumulating on it, so I clean them. These cars start getting a lot better and a lot funner once you start breaking them in. I can't really add any oil to them or anything, so that's the only thing that kind of sucks right now. But I mean, in all, they do run real well, and I'm having a blast with these cars. They are just awesome cars. I really, really feel that these cars were put together very well for just taking them out of the case, and then I'm sure there's some tuning I could do to them once some more tuning is done for my track or for a wood track. These things will run so fantastic. They are fun to drive, and as somebody said on Facebook, Home Racing World, they are a hoot. And I would say yes, they are a hoot to drive. They're fun cars. If you are a first time in the hobbyist, this is actually a perfect car. You just pop it out of the case, make sure your track's clean, have a lint roller, spread the braids out and lean them out like they should be so they have full surface contact on the rails, and flip the trigger and go away. Now, keep in mind that I do have a power supply and I'm running this at 10 volts. So at 10 volts, you run real good. I'm sure if I bump it up to 12, a little bit faster, a little bit harder to maneuver, you just have to be careful, have to work the car around the track. Around your setup. Everybody knows their own setup better than anybody else, so you could push it to 12, I'm sure. But I'm at 10 volts. These cars run really great, and man, they are a lot of fun. And you know what? Policar, well, basically slot it. Thumbs up on these cars. These cars are excellent. I really, really like these cars a lot. I don't really rave about, certain things, but these things, they look beautiful. They run great. And they are just a really good buy for the money. From 56 to 66, that's not a bad range depending on the car you're getting. It's like this one in particular was $55.99 from Slot Car Corner. And this one was a little bit more, like I think 65. It just depends, I guess, on the livery and, maybe released amount of, what releases are on the car itself, how many they're releasing. And then you have the Ronnie Peterson car, which is another famous car, so that'll be probably more money because that is such an iconic livery. I have 2 more that I bought that are on the way from eBay because I found them on eBay. I didn't have any in Slot Car Corner, the particular ones that I wanted. And I've fallen in love with these cars. They're a lot of fun. They look cool. They're great. Again, really good car, really good buy if you're looking for something to look good going around the track and have fun with it, and reminisce the old Formula One days of the early 70s, where, you know, the cars were so different than what they are now. These guys, you know, were still in the age of where safety was kind of not really a big concern. The guys had, you know, nerves of steel running these cars, compared to now. The cars are so safe, and then they can run full out without, you know, worrying about too much getting severely injured. I'm not saying that they can't, but they're a lot different than what these cars were. Awesome slot car. I highly recommend it, and I'll show you as they run them around the track and how fun they are. So again, excellent car, and hope you enjoyed me talking about them. And if you have any comments or questions, please, you know, leave them in the comments or email me at my email. And so that's it from Area 51 West Raceway. As always, you take care and have fun racing.